Hi, my name is Katie, and I'm part of the Strategic Content Development team here at Blackbaud. Today we're taking a look at some updates to the Student Gradebook feature in Blackbaud's learning management system. The Student Gradebook is accessed by teachers as well as students and parents. With this update, we've added a few new Gradebook default settings for Gradebook Managers to configure. So let's get started there. To review these settings, we'll navigate to Academics, Grades, Grading Setup, and then select Gradebook Settings. Under Default Gradebook Settings, select the context menu next to a school level, then Edit Defaults. These admin settings are separated into three sections: Gradebook Cumulative Display Defaults, Gradebook Calculation Defaults, and Mastery Display Defaults. Each section includes an option to restrict teachers from changing the settings within their own gradebooks. Under Gradebook Cumulative Display Defaults, we have three new settings. Gradebook Cumulative Display determines how grades are formatted. You can choose between numeric, label, or a combination of the two. You can also choose a default letter grade scale. And we've added a new setting called Show Gradebook Calculation. Enabling this option gives students and parents more insight into how grades are calculated, including the calculation formula and which assignments, if any, are dropped from the calculation. The Mastery Display defaults are only available if Mastery is enabled for the current school level. They include the option to have users land on total score or skills when accessing the student gradebook, and the option to show the Mastery computation method to students and parents. Gradebook managers can also quickly review several gradebook settings for individual classes using the Gradebooks list, which now includes columns for Gradebook Calculation, Gradebook Cumulative Display, and Show Gradebook Calculation. Teachers can review these settings from within their own gradebooks by selecting More, then Settings, then Grade Calculation, and Mastery Calculation. If teachers are restricted from making changes, the settings will be grayed out. Now that we've covered the new settings, let's take a look at the updated Student Gradebook. Within their gradebooks, teachers still access the Student Gradebook view by selecting the down arrow at the end of a student's name, then See Student Gradebook. Parents and students, on the other hand, can continue to access the Student Gradebook from the Student's Progress tab by selecting See Grade Details for a class. Here they can see the student's current average, and if the Show Gradebook Calculation option is enabled, the calculation method is displayed in the middle of the header. Selecting the calculation displays the formula details. On the right, if the student has any incomplete or missing assignments, they can select the missing or incomplete number to quickly view more information about those assignments. Below, assignments are broken down by type, and users can select a type for more information about assignments in that category. If an assignment is marked as extra credit, that is noted under the assignment name. The new Show Grade Calculation setting also comes into play here. When that setting is enabled, students and parents can see the number of assignments the teacher has elected to drop for the assignment type, as well as which assignments are currently dropped from the calculation. And finally, if your school utilizes Mastery, we've made it much easier to view skills in the Student Gradebook. Simply select Skills in the drop-down to view content area and transferable skills all in one place. As with the grade calculation, students and parents can view the skill computation method if it's set up to show. They can also select a skill to see additional details on the student's skill evaluation. That completes our review of the new See Grade Details experience. Subscribe to the channel for our latest video content, and thank you for watching.